You want to start it out, or do you want me to start it out?
No, you can start it out.
No,
You want me to?
Well, I want to mix and match. So, do you want to start it out this time?
Well, why don't we both start it out?
Okay. Did I just start it out by instigating that question?
Actually, you already started it. I think we're already here.
No.
Yes.
No, we're talking about starting it out.
You pressed the record button.
Oh, man.
It's already going.
Hey, everybody.
Welcome to the Ronnie and Bo Show.
The Ronnie and Bo podcast.
Yep.
Ron,
what are we talking about today, Bo?
I love that you're helping organize these podcasts, and I think that they're sounding better as a result of it.
Well, I don't know about that, but we're gonna talk about vacations a little bit later today, because vacations are important. And summertime, a lot of people take vacations. We'll get to that in a minute, but
yeah, vacations.
Yeah, but
I got a question.
But our daily dose. First off, what do you got for us, Bo?
Well, I got a starter question for you, and I don't know. I got a starter question.
You bet.
I got a starter question for you, and it has to do with Netflix.
Okay.
Do you have Netflix? Do you watch Netflix?
Yeah, almost exclusively.
Yeah, that's us. And I was that type of guy that had Dish,
right?
Not Dish, but the Dish.
Yep, satellite stuff.
Satellite stuff. And I thought the people that had Netflix were, but I'm 100% Netflix. Right. I don't have TV.
Yes.
It's all Netflix.
Yep.
And we're watching this great show.
Yeah.
Is it Justin Bateman?
Yeah, Jason. Yep.
Jason Bateman.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
His sister was Justine. So
okay. That's where I got it mixed up. He was in Arrested Development. Funny guy. Yeah. I think he does quality stuff.
Yeah, I love him.
We're watching a series called Ozark.
Ozark, yeah.
You need to watch
it.
You need to watch Ozark.
Okay, I will put that on my list.
So we watched The Crown.
Yep.
You know the story of Queen Elizabeth.
Yep. Downton Abbey, or Downtown Abbey, as I refer to it, just to bother Anna. So you watch Netflix? Yes.
So what happens? It takes a long time. It takes a lot of work to figure out what you want to watch.
Yeah, you spend a lot of time building up your list and kind of clicking on stuff, and I want to watch that later, and I get to about a quarter of it.
But then when you get to something that you really like, Breaking Bad, The Crown, Ozark, and it's over, you just feel so empty.
Exactly.
And in despair.
Right. I'm wrecked, because now I can't even watch shows on regular television anymore because you have to wait till the next week. I like to binge watch and get through a whole season in an evening.
And how about this? My wife does this. She asks her friends, "What are you watching? What do you like?"
Yeah.
Now that's a good idea to get different ideas.
Exactly.
But
and maybe people here could, like, if you've got a show you're watching on Netflix or Amazon Prime, maybe comment below, because we want to watch.
Yes, put your favorite Netflix show on the comments below.
Yes.
I need help.
Well, that's good.
But if you ask your friends, you have to have the same taste as them.
That's
what if you
true.
get a and what happens if you get a reference and you watch
it? Friend,
and you say, "Oh, my friend's weird."
Yeah.
That's not good.
That's not going to be good.
Anyways.
Yeah, we've probably got a lot that I won't end up watching.
That's the Netflix anxiety I have.
Okay.
That I wanted to share with you.
All right. Well, I hope just speaking of it gets it off your chest. And
thank you. It does.
You feel a little bit better. But well,
summertime.
It's summertime coming, and vacations will be helpful. So are you a scheduled person when you go on vacation?
Never.
Or are you a relax and just enjoy, take each day as it comes?
Yeah, my brother plans vacations, and I'm not lying, a year to a year and a half out.
Goodness gracious.
This is the truth, he uses a spreadsheet to plan his vacations.
Wow.
It's not a joke.
Wow.
It's true. He's that way.
It must be really exciting to vacation with him then.
It's horrible. Well, it's great because he gets, he knows when we're going to arrive. He knows the hotel information, the airplane.
Right.
That part's great.
That's fantastic. You need the planning there.
But getting up and going there at 8:30 and then getting lunch at 11:30, that part's horrible.
Yeah, every minute scheduled, because I think it depends a lot on whatever your your week is like in real life. You want the
That's
opposite
how you're going to reflect.
of that.
Oh, you want opposite?
I think I want the opposite of that.
You do?
We're scheduled constantly in
I
real
see.
life. So when I get a vacation,
I get it.
I don't want to schedule. I just want to.
I get it. That makes sense.
I just want to relax.
Now, I am not a go-getter.
Yeah.
But I am a go-getter compared to my wife.
Yeah.
My wife prefers to sit on the beach for 7 days.
Yes.
She wouldn't even come into the house we're staying to go to bed. That's what she wants to get the chair, sit, pool, beach. She wants to get the chair and sit for 7 days and nights.
Fantastic.
And I want to do a little bit.
Yeah, I'm kind of that way. One of my favorite moments of any vacation was actually on our honeymoon on a beach in Hawaii, where we packed a styrofoam cooler filled with junk food.
Nice.
Mountain Dew and all sorts of like treats. We went to the beach and we napped and we swam and we ate junk food and then we napped some more and then we swam and then it was I just wish my life was that.
But I bet you that worked. Yeah, that must have been an incredible.
It did. Are you a big camper? Do you like camping?
I like to camp.
Yeah, tent camping.
I mean, I don't know if I can categorize it as I like to camp.
Yeah.
I will camp.
Yeah.
Do I look for it?
Right.
No.
Yeah.
If it presents itself, I will camp.
I am probably in the same.
My wife, you could get a motorhome.
Yeah.
That costs $17 million.
Right.
And has every comfort creature that you can think of and some that you can't.
Yes.
She will not go.
The comfort creatures are the problem when you're camping.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, you don't want creatures in. Yeah, I don't. We did a year or two ago. We went to Wyoming and Grand Tetons, and it was the most breathtaking thing ever. We did 2 days of camping. We had planned for a week. We made it 2 days in, and we were like, I can't do this anymore. It was uncomfortable. It was freezing cold. The real problem though was Leilani at the time. I think was 2.
Yeah, that's tough.
Camping with kids is fine, but like toddlers is brutal. So I don't care for the camping.
So I do some auction items.
Right.
I buy government vehicles and I try to sell them on Craigslist. And I sort of one way, without getting into the story, one way or another, I ended up buying short school buses.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
And I said,
"Oh yeah, you've redone one."
Yes. Yeah. And I've said, "Well, I'm taking a risk on all these."
Yeah.
And I said, "Well, I'll try these short school buses."
Right.
And I'll probably sell it to a church. I'll sell it to a boys and girls club. I've got all these ideas.
Yeah.
I bought 4 of them and sold 4 of them to hippie/artists who remove the seats and live in them.
They live in them.
Yeah.
Man.
It's about 100 square feet in that little small bus, and they make it a camper.
Wow.
And so I did that with one.
Yeah.
And I made a 2x4 and a plywood frame.
Yes.
We had to drag a mattress out of the house, out the front door, across the street, and shove it in this bus.
Yeah.
And we did that, and we had fun, but so that's that. Then a couple of days ago, we get invited to some friends who bought a brand new RV. It's got bunk beds.
They didn't buy a short bus and remodel.
No,
okay.
It's got bunk beds. It's got quartzite countertops.
Oh, man.
It's got this is not a joke. It's got 5 TVs in this thing.
That's more than my house has.
That's what he said. He said, I have 1 TV in my house and I've got 5 in my motorhome.
Oh my goodness.
So he said,
That's
come on,
my idea of camping,
we're going to have this inaugural camp out. And he said, I want to learn how. This is what everybody with an RV does.
Right.
I'm going to go camping to learn. The first one is to learn how to do all the hookups.
Yep.
The electric and the box and the toilet and the water and everything. And so he says, come on over, we'll have a good time. So we go over there. He's got a rug laid out on the ground in front of the front door.
So you don't track stuff in.
Yeah. And it's got the truck nose, the van type nose, and the side view mirrors.
Yeah.
There was not a bug stain on it. I mean, it came off the factory that afternoon.
Yeah.
So we go in, and he puts the awning down.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, the awning's down when we arrive at 4 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
And we're there talking and having a good time and sharing stories and eating. And all of a sudden, there's an LED strip of lights at the edge of the awning. It just comes on automatically.
Oh my
gosh, it's motion, not motion sensor, but nighttime.
Nighttime, yeah.
This is amazing.
Oh.
Bunk beds, a queen bed.
Oh,
it had the bed over the driver's.
That's the way to go. That's the way to go. I can't. I would prefer that because I'm even in the hotel world. I don't even like being in crummy hotels. True story. One time I went to a Motel 6. And it was not in a good part of town, and so I was already suspect, but I didn't have any choice.
Wait a minute. Let me interrupt. You went to a Motel 6. Was this story in the 70s or in the 2000s?
That's a good question. When was this? This was in
it was
the
a long
early
time
2000s.
Okay, so my point is, sorry to interrupt, you know that Motel 6 wasn't going to be worth anything after 1979, right? But you chose to go to Motel 6. I have to bust your gut. Go ahead.
No, it's worth it. Now I know. And
go ahead.
It is.
We'll leave the light on.
Yeah, they did. They left a lot on. I walked in.
Okay.
The heater was broken. No joke. I could see my breath. It was so cold, and you could hang meat inside this room. Man. And I got in, and the first thing I noticed, there was no artwork on the walls, but there were boogers smeared all over the walls.
No.
And how did the cleaning people miss that? Well, we got the towels, we got the sheets. Oh, the boogers, just leave those. That's fine. It was awful. And I thought the only way I'm going to survive the night because of the freezing temperature is to go take a hot shower first because it was so cold, and they only had like a sheet on there or like electric blanket with the electric part ripped out. It was awful.
Did the bed have a little machine where you put the quarters in?
Yeah, man, I'm glad it didn't. But I went into the bathroom, and I'm going to take the hottest shower ever, get my core temperature up, and I'll be able to live. And so I went into the bathroom, and it was like the type of shower you would find in a RV. I mean, I could barely fit. It was in a corner.
In the corner.
And I no joke, I opened the curtain, and there was hair all over the inside of the shower. There was hair on the curtain. There was hair on the ceiling, the roof of the shower. Is Chewbacca showering in here? Did a dog explode? What's going on?
Probably.
And so I thought I got no choice. I got to get in. And so I turned on the water, step in, and it felt like I got shot with a shotgun. The water blast was so hard. I turned around. There was no joke. There was no shower head. It was an open pipe shooting water out at 400 miles an hour. Now I knew why there was boogers and hair everywhere. I'm bleeding now. I shut it off, and I reached out to get the little hotel towel. The Motel 6 towels are not very good. First, it was the size of a gum wrapper,
right.
And this is not helping. I lost it in between my cheeks, and it was not happening. And they're so rough. It was like 80 grit sandpaper drying off with a cat's tongue. And so it was just a really miserable experience, and I never want to go back. So I got to avoid that. Hopefully vacations will not include a Motel 6.
Remind me to not go on the road with you.
Yeah, I'll remind me, or we'll take your friend's RV.
I'm Tom Bodette. We'll leave the light on for you.
Exactly. So I'll keep driving by.